Many of us desire self-growth. We want to become wiser, more resilient, more virtuous, calmer. We read books, watch videos, seek advice, but often the most powerful tool for transformation is waiting patiently, the simple act of journaling. Yet many struggle with how to journal effectively. Do we just vent? Record events? Make lists? While any writing can offer some relief, journaling becomes a truly potent engine for self-growth when guided by clear principles. The ancient Stoics knew this intimately. For them, journaling wasn't mere record-keeping. It was a rigorous philosophical practice, a way to examine their thoughts, align their actions with virtue, and cultivate inner peace. Think of Marcus Aurelius, the Roman emperor, writing his meditations not for publication, but for his own self-improvement. Stoicism provides a structured, purposeful approach to journaling that transforms it from a diary into a workshop for the soul. Today, we explore 7 key Stoic principles to guide your journaling practice and unlock genuine self-growth. Welcome back to Stoic Journal. Before you write a single word, ask yourself, why am I doing this? Principle 1 is define your journaling purpose. Are you seeking clarity on a problem? Tracking your progress in virtue? Understanding your emotional triggers? Preparing for challenges? Holding yourself accountable. Vague intentions like, I want to feel better, are less effective than specific Stoic goals. I want to identify my irrational judgments today. I want to plan how to respond virtuously to difficult colleagues. I want to review my actions against the virtue of temperance. Writing down your specific purpose for a journaling session or your overarching goal for the practice gives it direction. It transforms the blank page from an intimidating void into a targeted space for philosophical work. This clarity helps you focus your reflections and ensures your journaling time actively contributes to your Stoic development and self-growth, rather than becoming aimless rambling. One of the most powerful Stoic journaling techniques advocated by Seneca is the evening review. Principle 2. End your day by examining your actions, judgments, and impressions. Before sleep, find a quiet moment with your journal and ask yourself 3 key questions. What did I do poorly today? Where did my actions or judgments fall short of virtue or reason? What did I do well? Where did I act in accordance with my principles? What could I have done differently, specifically regarding my controllable responses and judgments? Be honest but objective. This isn't about harsh self-flagellation, but rational self-assessment. Think of it like a doctor examining a patient. Observe the symptoms, your actions, thoughts, calmly to understand the underlying condition. Note specific instances. Instead of, I was angry, write, when X happened, I felt anger and responded by saying why. Was this judgment rational? Was the response temperate? This regular practice builds profound self-awareness. It highlights patterns in your thinking and behavior, reveals where you are swayed by irrational passions, and identifies concrete areas for improvement tomorrow. It's fundamental to Stoic self-growth. Just as the evening review closes the day, Stoic journaling opens the new one with purpose. Principle 3. Use your journal in the morning to set intentions and prepare your mind. This involves 2 key parts. First, briefly outline your main tasks or interactions for the day. More importantly, consider how you intend to approach them virtuously. Today, I will practice patience in the team meeting. I will focus on diligent effort on the report, regardless of distractions. I will speak justly and kindly, even if provoked. Second, practice premeditatio malorum, the premeditation of potential challenges. Ask, what obstacles might arise today? What difficulties could I face, internal or external? How can I prepare to meet them with reason, resilience, and virtue? Visualizing challenges and planning your Stoic response in advance arms you against being caught off guard. Marcus Aurelius reminded himself each morning of the difficult people he might encounter, preparing himself to respond with rationality and justice, not irritation. This morning practice sets a proactive, principled tone for the day, aligning your actions with your values before the chaos begins, and mentally rehearsing your resilience. A journal filled with raw emotion or unexamined complaints offers limited growth. Principle 4 is to use your journal entries as data for philosophical analysis. Examine your recorded impressions and judgments. When you write about feeling angry, anxious, frustrated, or even elated, don't stop there. Ask why. What specific thought or judgment triggered that feeling? This is applying Epictetus's command to test your impressions. Look back at entries, perhaps from the previous evening's review. If you wrote, "I was upset because my boss criticized my work," analyze that. Was the criticism objectively unfair or just unwelcome? Was your judgment, "This is terrible, I'm incompetent," accurate or an exaggeration? What underlying belief about criticism or failure fueled the upset feeling? Distinguish the objective event. Words were said. From your subjective interpretation and evaluation, it was an attack. Write these distinctions down explicitly in your journal. This turns your journal from a simple record into an active laboratory for understanding your mind, identifying cognitive distortions, and practicing the crucial Stoic skill of assessing judgments before assenting to them. It's where deep self-understanding happens. As you review and analyze your day, Principles 2 and 4 constantly apply the Stoic cornerstone, the dichotomy of control. Principle 5 is focus your journaling relentlessly on what is within your power. It's easy to fill pages complaining about external events, other people's actions, or outcomes you didn't desire. The traffic was terrible. My friend was unfair. The project failed. While acknowledging these is fine, dwelling on them offers no growth. The Stoic redirects the journaling lens inward. Instead of, "The traffic was terrible," ask, "How did I respond to the delay? Was I patient or frustrated? What judgments did I make?" Instead of, "My friend was unfair," ask, "How did I react?" Did I maintain my composure and seek understanding? Did I act justly in return? Instead of "the project failed," ask, "Did I put in my best effort? What can I learn from the process? How can I handle the outcome virtuously?" Consciously guide your writing away from external blame and towards internal responsibility, analyzing your judgments, choices, intentions, and actions. This is where true self-improvement lies. Make your journal a record of your inner work. Stoicism isn't just about feeling calm. It's about living virtuously. Principle 6 is use your journal to track your practice of the 4 core virtues: wisdom, justice, courage, and temperance. As you review your day, Principle 2, and analyze your actions, Principles 4 and 5, explicitly connect them to these virtues. Ask, in that difficult conversation, did I display courage by speaking truth, or cowardice by remaining silent? When distributing tasks, did I act with justice and fairness? Faced with temptation or excess, did I practice temperance? Did I apply wisdom and reason to my judgments, or was I driven by emotion? You can even dedicate sections or specific marks in your journal to note instances where you successfully embodied a virtue or where you clearly fell short. This makes abstract principles concrete and measurable. Tracking virtue provides tangible evidence of your progress or lack thereof in living according to your philosophy. It moves self-growth from a vague wish to a monitored practice, motivating you and highlighting specific areas needing more attention. While critical self-assessment is vital, Stoicism also emphasizes perspective and appreciation. Principle 7 is use your journal to practice gratitude and acceptance, amor fati. Dedicate space in your journal, perhaps daily or weekly, to list things you are grateful for. Don't just focus on big wins. Include simple things often taken for granted: health, shelter, a supportive friend, a moment of peace, nature, the ability to reason itself. This practice counteracts the negativity bias and cultivates contentment with what you do have. Furthermore, when journaling about difficulties or setbacks, things outside your control that you reviewed via Principle 5, practice amor fati. Write about accepting these events as part of the tapestry of life, perhaps even identifying potential lessons or opportunities for resilience they offer. Acknowledging gratitude and practicing acceptance in your journal builds emotional resilience, broadens your perspective beyond immediate frustrations, and fosters the deep sense of inner peace, ataraxia, that is a hallmark of Stoic self-growth. Your journal, when wielded with Stoic principles, becomes more than just paper and ink. It's a mirror for self-reflection, a laboratory for testing judgments, a training ground for virtue, and a map for navigating life rationally. By defining your purpose, conducting evening reviews, setting morning intentions, examining impressions, focusing on controllables, tracking virtue, and practicing gratitude and acceptance, you transform journaling into a powerful engine for profound self-growth. This isn't about perfection, but consistent practice. Each entry builds your self-awareness, strengthens your reason, and reinforces your commitment to living a virtuous, meaningful life. You are literally writing your way towards your better self, building your inner citadel day by day. Thank you for exploring how to journal for self-growth with Stoic Journal. Which of these principles will you incorporate into your practice first? Let us know in the comments. If this guide helped illuminate your path, please like and subscribe. Keep writing, keep reflecting, keep growing.